Good morning, class. My name is Teacher Hayrah, and for today's lesson, we will be tackling about art activities and experiences about sketching. But before that, let us define first what is sketching. Ano nga ba ang sketching? Sketching is a unique instrument for visualizing your concepts. It is about making a quick drawing, a study which helps you to represent idea. It is vast and versatile. So sketching is a fantastic skill that let you transfer your design idea onto paper in the most fun, fast, and effective way. In other words, sketching is a unique instrument for visualizing your concepts. So, nasabi dito sa definition na ang sketching daw is vast and versatile. When we say versatile, ano nga ito? Versatile is variety. You have many options. It is broad, yes. So, bakit nasabi natin na unique ang sketching? Kasi, using sketching, na-visualize mo kung ano yung iniisip mo. Pwede mo siyang gawin on the spot na pag may naisip ka, pwedeng i-sketch mo na siya. And pwedeng hindi siya tapos kasi ang sketching, hindi siya tapos. Pwede mo yung dagdagan. Yes, that is sketching. Said that using sketching or by sketching, you can start from scratch. You can use pencil, charcoal, or black liner, and you can end up using different types of coloring techniques. For instance, you can use watercolor, colored ink, and pastel or watercolor pencils. It is possible to mix various media. For example, markers, pwedeng ipag-mix natin yung markers, pastel or watercolor, and colored pencil. With sketching, you can be so creative because you can do whatever you want freely. Yes, I have different types of sketching techniques, and these are croquet, pochade, portrait sketching, interior sketching, and industrial sketching. We have different types of sketching techniques. And first of that, we have croquet or fashion sketching. Croquet or fashion sketching is intended to remind the artist of some person or scene he wished to remember in a more permanent form. They were not necessarily for a finished product. Fashion designers use the term croquet to indicate a quick sketch of a live model. It is possible to download croquet templates or outlines of the body in different positions to use in a computer program like Adobe Illustrator. Ang fashion sketching, it is mostly used by fashion designers because it is crucial to have a good understanding of human proportion, such as face and body. And you should know how to stylize figures in your drawing. More often than not, body proportions are elongated in fashion sketching. Fashion sketching helps the designers during the first stages of the creation of their collections and helps to introduce changes. Yes, ang fashion sketching ay very crucial. Why? Because you need to know how to convey yung pinapakita ng sketch mo, such as yung feel ng materials, yung textures as skin, hair, or yung different types of fabric, or pwede ring na metal sa mga accessories. Yes. And the second one, okay, first, this is the example of fashion sketching. As you can see, this is a designed, yes, it is a dress designed by a fashion designer. And let us proceed with pochade or travel sketching. Artists use color to record a scene's atmospheric effect and to capture the fleeting effect of light for a planned landscape painting. The most crucial skill is to manage to convey the feel, the ambience of place, to capture the fleeting moment, and at the same time to deliver the correct scale and proportions of the object. When we say travel sketching, it should be expressive, energetic, and usually speedy drawings of architectural details, city views, or restaurants, or etc. Yes, it can be made both in the open air or kung sa French pa nga tinatawag nilang plein air, and working from your memory or recollections of your trip when you are back at home. Pwede ka rin gumamit ng photos and creating consumptions out of them. So, ang travel sketching, it is both used by open air kung saan nakikita mo kung ano yung sinusketch mo, at pwede rin na it can be from your memory kung ano yung nare-recall mo dun sa mga travels ninyo. And also you can use photos. For example, may mga photos kayo, pwedeng yun yung gawin yung basis para dun sa sketching nyo. We have here an example of a travel sketching. As you can see, it is a sketch from para siyang ang sketch niya is kung ano yung nakita niya sa picture. Yes. Pwede yun. I think this is somewhere in Egypt, if I'm not mistaken. So we have the third type of different of sketching techniques, which is the interior sketching. Interior sketching, it is highly important to understand the laws of perspective and train your eye to judge scale and proportion. It is always good to be able to execute your drawings within different time frames. Ang sa interior sketching, kailangan mabilis ka because sometimes yung mga interior designers natin, they will need to draw the idea quickly in front of their client or customer. So, as an interior designer, you should have an eye for beauty, a feeling for harmonious colors, and a perfect palette. Kasi kailangan alam mo kung ano yung mga babagay dun sa design na gagawin mo para mas makuha mo yung loob ng clients mo. And as in other types of sketching, you should be able to render a variety of materials such as fabric, wood, stone, and glass. Eto, kailangan natin to because as an interior designer, minsan sa'yo tatanong yung mga clients mo kung ano yung magandang gamitin na fabric, for example, kung maganda ba yung sheer as a curtain, or kung ano yung magandang wood na gagawing accent, and kailangan maibigay mo sa kanila is yung magagandang products talaga. So we have an example of an interior sketching. So this is a sketch looking from a view na bedroom. You have closets, table, you have your bed, you have your window, a terrace, or a balcony. So, kailangan ma-visualize mo talaga kung ano yung iniisip ng client mo. And we have industrial sketching, which is the ability to draw objects in 3D, clearly showing their structural design and volume. So, when we say industrial sketching, this is you should be able to render a professionally looking arrangement of component part on a piece of paper. You will need a firm grasp of the principles of composition. And For this, you will also need to perfect your technique and speed in order to develop an assured line and confident hand. Ang commonly ginagamit na materials ay metal, plastic, and glass. So, with the industrial sketching, ito yung mga example niya. We have, ito, diba, very detailed siya kasi ang industrial sketching ay gagamitin mo siya from your day-to-day living. Yes. Ang sa industrial sketching, kailangan mabilis yung utak mo. Marami kang nakaimbak na ideas because it is used within the industry. And nowadays, fast-facing yung time natin na kung ano yung trend ngayon, pwedeng by next month or next week, iba na yung trend. So, kailangan yung mga nagsisketch dito, kailangan may idea sila na marami or mabilis yung pag-produce nila ng idea. Let's proceed on how to sketch. First, sketch a shape loosely. So, bakit kailangan loosely mo siya i-sketch? Kasi, para kapag may mali, pwede mo siyang mapalitan or ma-erase ng hindi masyadong And let's proceed on how to sketch. First, sketch a shape loosely. So, bakit loosely mo isa-sketch yung shape? Kasi, para pwede mong palitan kung ano yung gusto mong palitan doon. And second, refine the shape. Third, you have to keep refining. Kailangan i-trace mo ng i-trace. And lastly, we have define the shape. So first, nag-start ka sa loosely. Then, you need to define the shape para yun na yung final basis mo. I have here an example. Here. So, dito sa first left, on your left side, as you can see or as you can observe, loosely lang siya nagsisketch. Hindi masyadong or hindi masyadong push ang pencil. And he refine it kung saan medyo nilagyan niya na ng detail and ni-refine niya ulit kung saan gi-erase na niya kung ano yung mga elements or kung ano-ano sa gilid-gilid. And lastly, he defined the shape or the product kung saan mapapansin mo na medyo nag-darken na yung shade ng picture. So, I have a video here that I want you to watch. Yes, let's watch it. Here are my references for the topics that I have shown you or I have discussed to you. Thank you and God bless us all. Goodbye, class.